Hi everyone. So I was requested to do a kind of wearable, office-friendly, appropriate look, but this one is supposed to be just sort of like a very youthful, young professional. This is something that I created that I would wear myself to an interview and have worn versions of like this look to interviews. Like I said, it really just depends on where you work and what industry you're in. However, I do think that when you go to an interview, in order to radiate like a self-confidence and feel like you're yourself, you do have to kind of look like yourself and be yourself in order to be really comfortable in that job interview. Don't let nerves get the best of you, and just know that your qualifications are going to speak for themselves. If you don't have the necessary qualifications, your personality and your skills can speak for themselves. But even when you're going to a job interview in fields like that, you still want to let the interviewer kind of see you. You could choose to tone down the eyeliner, you could choose to rock a different tone of lipstick or whatever. I'm just throwing out an idea. I said to just be yourself, and that's definitely what I'm showcasing in this tutorial, and so on and so forth. So I hope you get the gist of this look, because that's really what it's about. And I hope you take something away from it, and thank you so much for watching. Okay, so good morning. Let's get started on the look. I've already taken the 100% pure organic coffee bean caffeine eye cream to nourish my eyelids, depuff them so I look super fresh, happy, and ready. And then I took the All Natural Face Magic Vegan Eyeshadow Primer. Directly underneath the brow bone, I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Duality Pencil, and one side is Sand Shimmer and one side is Matte Camille. I believe this to be a cruelty-free brand. I found no evidence indicating it's not otherwise, and they have a bunny on their package. So I'm going to take the Sand Shimmer and apply this directly underneath the brow bone, and kind of just take my finger and blend it out. I'm going to start by taking the Too Faced Romantic Eye Palette. I think that this is a beautiful, playful palette that you can use for work, play, everything. I absolutely think this palette is nice to have. I'm going to start off with the Too Faced eyeshadow in Bouquet Toss. I'm going to go ahead and place that on with the Sephora brush in number 25. This is a synthetic concealer brush. I'm going to pack Bouquet Toss into the brush. I'm just going to use this as a light wash over the eyelid, up into the crease, using a lighter hand as we do that, and then up towards the brow bone, slightly covering the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Duality Pencil. So I've zoomed you in a little bit here, and we'll continue on. I'm going to go ahead and take Kiss the Bride, which is that soft yogurty pink color. It's really hard for yogurt colored pinks or yogurt toned pinks to show up on the skin, whether you're light, medium, fair, or dark, but this one's a pretty good one, I think. So I'm just going to go ahead and go from the outer corner to the crease. I'm not going to go straight through the crease, I'm just going to leave a little hint of color, mostly in the outer portion of the crease. I'm going to take the color Kiss the Bride down a little bit on the outer portion of the eyelid and kind of sweep. Take I Do, which is just this really soft kind of omega taupey bronzy color. And I'm going to go into the outer V on the eyelid only and kind of just do like a little bit of a wedge shape on the eyelid. Don't drag it up to the crease. I think that's the major difference between some of my more usual dramatic looks and things that I would consider much more soft and appropriate. Alright, so I'm taking Inglot Gel Liner in number 77 and this lovely angled brush. Now, depending on your comfort level of eyeliner, depends on how much wing or how much you're going to want to add. Now, if you're used to using almost no eyeliner, you may even want to skip this and just do mascara. Now, if you're used to using a lot of eyeliner, you might be super comfortable with this. Sometimes pinup looks can look very polished, as long as you don't add too much more than this. So, if you're not comfortable with eyeliner before your big interview or important meeting or whatever, you might want to skip this step and practice with it on a more of a play day at work or casual Friday or whatever, or just, you know, leave it on the weekends. But like I said, I'm super comfortable with eyeliner. I think when you're going to job interviews, it's very important to go in, you know, with some of your real personality. If you try so hard to dumb down your personality, you might walk out without a job. So that's just my opinion. I'm not advising to go crazy in the job interview whatsoever. So I have just noticed that every time I've walked out with a job, I have walked in as myself and just let it go. I think one of the best jobs that I ever had right now is currently, I don't think I've ever been treated so nicely at a place I've ever worked at. I walked in with too much blush and walked out with a job. So there you go. Well, I'm going to take Unveil, which is a pretty chocolatey black color. I'm gonna go ahead and take the same brush. I don't advise doing this unless you're just gonna go around the edges like I am. Otherwise, take a different brush. We're just gonna use this to sort of shadow out the eyeliner. And you don't wanna have to be a slave to your makeup. You don't wanna feel like you have to sit in the bathroom all day making sure your eyeliner doesn't run. And take the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pencil and put the matte Camille on my lower lash line. The sand shimmer will work too on the lower lash line. I just think that it will make the eye appear too round. And go back into the Romantic Eye palette. Gonna go take Bouquet Toss and place a little bit of that. To take a little bit of Kiss the Bride and go in the outer portion, creating a little bit of a colored shadow. I'm going to take the Urban Decay Urban Lash Mascara. This is the Growth Serum. It does actually kind of lengthen pretty nicely, but so does waterproof eyeliner. Here's the eye with the mascara, here's the eye without. So you'll see there is quite a difference. So for foundation, I took my trusty Inglot YSM. I just love this stuff, but unfortunately it does not run very porcelain or pale. I would suggest the AMC if you're at all interested. So check that out. And then I just like to do a little bit of a cleanup. You could use a beauty blender. This is just a knockoff beauty blender. Now you can get bronzers at any price point, but I'm gonna be taking the Chocolate Soleil Too Faced bronzer. And I'm just popping this on with my Delium Tools 942. I'm kind of getting into the hollow of the cheek. This is just an angled blush brush. It's precise, but it's also a little on the dome shape, kind of like the MAC 168. Blissful's actually one of my favorite blushes from Tarte. I know a lot of people love Exposed. It's a great blush. I like Exposed. But I think a peachy pink is really truly, you know, a great color blush. Coral is a warm and a cool tone blush. And whether you're warm or you're cool tone, I think you can wear coral. I think it just brightens up the face and just looks so pretty. So what I like to do when I'm using an angled brush like this and a very pigmented blush is to just sort of lightly stipple it on in the center of my cheek and then just kind of blend it out from there, applying no more blush. And then I'm going to take a little bit of a highlighter. Now the reason I love this highlighter is it's the Too Faced from Candlelight. They actually sell this in a duo now. I haven't tried the duo, but I like the original Candlelight just fine. But the reason I like this is because it doesn't show up too much. Now, if you're on your lunch break or something like that, and you're out in the sunlight, you know, walking to your lunch break or whatever, depends on where you live, you might get a nice radiation of this. You could see it after work if you're going out after work with your coworkers, whatever. But unless you're in, you know, really bright lights, you don't super see it. It's just a very natural gleam. You rotate your head, it radiates. So I kind of like it because I consider it one of those work appropriate highlighters. However, I have worn it for more dramatic looks as well, just because it's so beautiful. For lips, I'm going to take this Inglot Soft Precision Lip Liner number 67. Different skin tones have their set of pinks that they prefer, or like 67 is a little light for some people. So for lipstick, I'm going to take number 192. It's probably one of my favorite pinks on me. And I do wear this, I have worn this for special occasion. Apply the pink and lilac. And it's just a fun sort of purple pinky color. I went with the cream finish because I think more people are going to like that. This was originally a frost finish. I think now it's more of a cream. So I hope that you enjoy, and thanks so much for watching.